Alright everyone, welcome back to Cody'sLab. As you can see, I'm up at the mine, and despite the fact that I'm the only human within about 10 miles, I've got quite the entourage of puppies here. See a little one over there running towards me? Anyway, today I'm up here primarily to check things out, make sure everything's okay, and to see how muddy the ground is. In the last week, the temperature's really risen and all the snow's melted, which you know, that's a lot of energy that it must have took to melt all that snow. You know, just thinking about that, that's, you know, just the area of the ranch, that was about 2.5 million square meters. And if you packed all the snow down to, let's call it 10 centimeters of ice, what is that, 250,000 cubic meters of ice that was melted in the last week? That's crazy. It's got to be something on par with an atomic explosion. Anyway, the idea here today was to see if I could get the wheelbarrow out. You know, it's looking like I can. The ground is still a little bit wet underneath, but it has dried out significantly. Got some puppies here. Let's check on the generator. Yeah, it's a little bit buried, but looks like the tarp stayed on and everything. There's a bit of rubble that has fallen down, as I'd expect, but it's not too bad. Like in there, still appears to be fairly dry. I mean, it's wet up there, but down here it's still hard and dry. Well, this is pretty much all I needed to know. Where's the wheelbarrow at? Somebody steal the wheelbarrow? Did I take it somewhere? I don't actually remember what I did with the wheelbarrow. Is it over here? I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit. I'm not sure what happened to the wheelbarrow. You know, it's nice to be able to open this up and be fairly certain that there's no cougars inside the mine. Although I'm going to trap myself here. Oh, that's not too bad. Alright, let's go look back in here. Maybe the wheelbarrow's in here. I might have left it back in there. Doesn't look like it. Looking around. I don't see any mouse nests yet. It's still very dry despite how wet of a year it's been. See, there's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, there's a little mouse nest right there. You can see. Okay. And there's all the focus. There we go. So there's all the rubble we knocked down in the last round of blasting. Only pushed the tunnel back by about a foot. But still more than we could have done with picks and shovels. Of course, now we gotta take shovels and clear this out. Oh, the dogs did make it in here. Okay. You are some brave little puppies. Yeah. It's like another mouse nest. So, I think what I might actually do is, before I get too carried away and start digging this out, I'm going to bar some of this material down so it doesn't fall on me. Get my light charged up so it quits turning off. Focus my camera. And I might get some water and spray this down. There, dim the light so it'll stay on longer. Spray some water on this maybe so it doesn't knock up as much dust. That sounds like a good idea, don't it? I'll come in here and muck this out. You know, I think this is one of the very few days when the temperature inside the mine is the same as it is outside. That's kind of unusual. Yeah, it's been really warm for February, but I expect it'll get cold again soon, so I'm going to take advantage of this while it's still warm. And I'm going to go find that wheelbarrow. I'm sure it's back down at the house or something. Okay, so there's the wheelbarrow. Turns out we did bring it down here. Looks like my dad's been using it. Well, good. I'm glad somebody didn't come and steal it. That warm wind, that's why all the snow's melting. I think this is the warmest February on record. But anyway, I got the wheelbarrow and also a tank of water and a watering can. So let's go inside the mine where it's not windy. Let's put that to use. Well, I got it mucked out. There was quite a lot more material in here than I actually thought there was. I think I took out like 15 wheelbarrow loads worth. And the whole time I kept thinking, why on earth didn't I put down some muck sheets? You know, a sheet of tin laying across this rough surface would have made it so much easier to shovel. So if I do it again, I'll definitely put something down. But yeah, from where I'm sitting back is new tunnel. That's the amount of material right here that I dug out. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of pitiful, but... And the watering can, all that water I put down really helped. You'll notice that there's basically no dust in the air right now. A little bit of water kept it down, made it heavier and a little bit more cohesive, so it was harder to shovel. But without any dust in the air, it was so much easier to breathe. So thank you guys for finally talking me into doing that. That was a good idea, and a very simple one too. So yeah, I'm not sure what else to do. I think most of the work that I've done is going to be ended up in the time lapse. Got the time lapse here on the camera. There is one thing I might be able to do this episode, and that is there are two holes here. One right behind me and one over here. That one was a relief hole that never, it's still a hole there. I'm thinking I might be able to load those up with explosives and shoot it off. It'd be super easy. And you guys love explosives, I know that. Of course that means I'm going to be knocking more material down where I just shoveled out, but as long as I put a sheet of tin down, it shouldn't be too bad. So I'm definitely going to take a little break though, so I'll see you guys in a little while. Oh, I stopped taking stuff out of here just in time. It's raining, and the ground's going to get muddy again. Push it back a little, like that. See, when you do it like this, you get more explosives in the hole. And you got the paper tube, it doesn't fill the hole completely. Hey, puppy. Hey, I'd rather you not chew on my light. So I've got those two holes loaded with explosives, and I've got a sheet of tin here so that when the rock blasts out and lands on top of it, it'll be easier to scoop up. Obviously it'd be better if I covered the whole floor. Yeah, I got some safety fuse there I'm going to light, and that'll just set off the explosives. Also, I have a camera here that I'm going to put inside of a protective bottle, And I'm going to have it actually inside the mine, so hopefully we can watch this explode. It's not a high-speed camera or anything. In fact, it's rather old, 24 frames per second, but it should still be interesting. Oh good. I'm glad they both went off. Now I can go grab that camera before the smoke hits it. I'm going to grab this camera. Let's see if it survived. There's no physical damage. It is off though. Comes back on. Let's see if there's any
What?
read error. I'll try it on my computer, but I think it screwed up the recording when the blast went off. I was afraid of that. Oh well. At least we got a good blast. Dogs. Now we just go home, let this air out, and close this. Come back next week. See how much we moved. I'll see y'all next time. Alright, let's see if we got anything on this SD card. Nope, nothing. So the blast must have been so powerful that it corrupted the file and it didn't save. That's too bad.